And welcome back, YouTube. I screwed up at the very beginning, well, the very end of the last part in Xeno Empire, where I accidentally hit the start next turn button. But we're basically picking up the bottom of around 111 in Xeno Empire. Apparently, we're a little low on ammunition, so we'll buy a little bit, or make a little bit.
Affirmative.
Then we have a couple decisions. Which one of those do I need? I know I need one of those. Either rocketry or RPG. We got some progress in RPG, so we'll do RPG. New Elder took power. Give public support to the new Elder. That gives them government. We like government. Information exchange. We got the money, so we'll pay to get a big duration.
Roger that.
Same there. Okay, so I'm hoping that if we play another transport contract on these guys, we'll hopefully be able to get across to Minos on the next turn. Oops, that wasn't. I've screwed that up. What I was going to do is going to move one unit off, and then move one unit off, and then move all of them forward. But screwed that up. Screwed that up. Really big. It's not a really big problem. It's just going to delay spreading them out a bit more. Okay, hold the provisional army either in the port or in the capital. Should make it easy for to deploy them overseas when we get our port contract going. Yeah, and this diplomacy role is not really working out for us. And it's unlikely. I think there might technically be like one more card we could get to make our foreign affairs advisor a little bit better. Oh no, we've already got all of them. He's got the Ferment device, he's got the Propaganda Assistant, he's got the Medal of Merit, so that's all his charisma buffs that we can get at him easily. So now we're just looking at just raw skill for him, which at this point is sort of diminishing returns. It gets harder and harder and harder to get him more skill. And we are asking him to kind of almost do the impossible in some places, so it's not surprising he's not succeeding. Yeah, so I think the only administrators we have that are bad are, well, the advisors. Cap 1 advisor, Cap 1 advisor. Bit of a shame, actually, put the firm 1 advisor in this guy, because this guy's never really going to get good enough to really warrant it. Right, he's good enough for the minor stuff, but at this point we're past the minor stuff, is kind of what we're running into. Probably governors might not have been particularly happy. Oh, he's improved a bit, but we'll strat him up, make him a little happier.
Roger that. Roger that.
There we go. Made him much happier. He's not in charge... Well, in a way, he's actually in charge of the most important of zones, the place where we're getting our main metal source from. So, got an important job in a way. Yeah, and okay, so the contract is now going... Yep. We got 2 awaiting... Well, we already played them there. We just need to waiting for them to apply. So let's cycle the turn. See if we have the information we need to deploy a port connection over to another island so we can get up to some more trouble. Okay, so we got some squids we can deal with. Round 112, 5 decisions. Got on the plea friendship. Oh, and we got info on the Minos clan over here, so I'm suspecting we're gonna get offered some landing sites there.
Roger that. Roger that.
Yes, Minnow. We got 2 beach assaults in Minos clan as targets. So that's where we're gonna go. So do we want there? We want there. I think the closer one's the one we're gonna go for. Embark from the capital, please. We're gonna do a long time, but we're gonna do low logistics. Don't need everything and everyone and everything to come through there. Relationship increase, but gain merit or gain government. I think we're gonna go the gain relationship. Because I also like merit. One thing I'm hoping that we will get, we might not have got it yet, profile, is if we can, getting small business, because that'll give us a bunch of money over time. Whereas government, I do want things like state companies, worker happiness bonuses, and bureaucratic bonuses, and this sort of stuff, but money will solve a lot of our problems and allow us to sort of keep our taxes low. Okay, so we got a beach assault. I think that's next turn, so we gotta wait one more turn for that to actually play. We got the ability to plead a friendship you, so we will.
Roger that.
Puts you back up to 80. Offering protection, I think that might be enough. We could actually get plausible roles. Foreign Affairs Counselor.
Roger that.
I'm also going to go ahead and raise the opinion of the Foreign Affairs Counselor, so we get maximum opinion related to next to
Roger that.
So, 3% chance of success.
Roger that.
Critically fail. Pisses them off. Basically resets them to back where they were previously. Okay, so success is impossible at this rate. Okay. Like that. That makes you surplus. That makes all these guys pretty surplus. Except for that one. These guys are all surplus. We'll just group move the road. I'm more interested in trying to maintain this road than I am necessarily... Okay, that's... Yeah, so we'll slowly march these guys up, try to secure this road. Might actually keep pushing you farther up. Probably want to put you there, but okay, you're gonna drive over there, and we'll put you there next turn. Securing that road all the way up there is probably something we want to focus on doing. May want to expand the port. So we're about to ask it to do quite a bit. We got the middle right now, so we'll expand the port.
Yes, sir. We're going in. Mission successful.
Okay, so next turn we're gonna try out the naval invasion. We got a decent amount of money. We might actually want to sell some stuff. Sell... Yeah, we'll just sell a bunch of fuel. We'll cycle the turn, and we'll see how this beach landing goes. If it goes reasonably well, we can just follow it up with a improvised port, and then allow more guys over. Round 113, we have 5 decisions, 110 reports. A couple militia products aren't bad.
Roger that.
Policy speech. What is it right now? 25? Percent of soldiers of our subjects to be raised from 25 to 26.
Roger
We'll
that.
take that simply because we want the fist points. I'm gonna hold off one more time on this new org. Could develop ultralight aircraft, so let's actually develop ultralight aircraft. Though we'll use the other method of doing it.
Roger that.
Which will come over to blueprints. Let's see if I can remember how to do this. Blueprints, there we go. Ultralight aircraft, we want a new blueprint. Obviously the first one's going to be recon. Ultralight engine. Limited range already, that's a pretty good sign. Okay, so the third one, we get 8 hex range. Up the engine, we get 9. Yeah, so that looks like that's our range. Can we get that with some guns on it? If we give it guns, it loses range. Okay, we'll give it no guns then. Just the default recon here. Okay.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. We're going in. Mission successful.
Okay, push that one back into the sea. Should now have our movement choice. Yes. So, who do we give the honor of going first? Probably easiest just to give it to the 4th. So we'll strategic move to the 4th. First unit of the 4th across. Another unit of the 4th across. Another unit of the 4th. Oh, no, that's as far as we can go. Get 3 units across in that go. Or we got 1 unit across. I'm confused. Nope, yeah, only 1 unit across. Okay, so we got a guy across. Let's see. Can we do a makeshift port based off of that? Makeshift port on coastal hex that has a name. Okay, so I think we play it there. We'll get the offered our choice. Let's also try to get some spy info on this place that we're now lining into.
Yes, sir.
We'll play our militia projects. You're capped,
Yes,
so
sir.
we'll upgrade
Yes,
yours.
sir.
And we have a bunch of colonists, which you should try to get played.
Yes, sir.
Okay. We'll see if we get penalized for that landing on the turn cycle. Hopefully we don't. We can start to expand that landing site some more. Or at least get some more troops over there now that we're landed. Got some squids coming ashore, so we'll shoot them up. Round 114, we have 4 decisions. And yes, we were able to successfully get ashore. We don't necessarily have great logistics there, is what that's implying. Yeah. Because, well, we don't have a... Make sure we don't have a port there, right? So, makeshift port. Yep, place one there. Thank you. And... oh, this is a quarrel, so we can just...
Yes, sir.
Don't want that type. We don't take that type. And yeah, we don't want to give any RAP over the moment. Okay, so now we can follow up with some more strategic redeployment of more units from the 4th. Is that all we're going to get? Yeah, you got another unit over there. Okay, we're not going to move off of there yet with only 1 unit. We'll see if the makeshift port helps. Should help. And hopefully we'll deploy enough fairly quickly that we can overrun territory. And then major-wise... yeah, the only one that has a faction in power that would support this sort of action, it also requires a difficulty of 100 or 449, so no victory packs anytime soon. No casual victory happening here. I think I have a vendor pact with all of them. No, one we don't have a non-aggression pact with, which you need before a friendship pact.
Roger that.
Oh, and this one where they got reset because I think they declared war on one of the other majors. That's probably what happened. Which, because of the play with friendship pacts, took all our trade things off, yeah. Arching, let's grab that. We have some spare bureaucratic power right now, so we'll actually try to create a bunch more bureaucratic points. We are kind of hoping, tech-wise. Yeah, so if we can get hydroponics done, we can RPG done, we can start looking for metal soil filtration. Metal soil filtration plus our high-tech parts should solve... Granted, it won't necessarily solve the throughput very well, but it'll solve where is all our metal going to come from the metal mine runs out. Which isn't happening anytime soon, because the metal mine's real slow, but, you know, it's a thing to be worried about.
Yes, sir. Standing by.
I forget which city. One of our cities has some slave traders in it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so that's a source of government points, and apparently a source of money as well. Not that I need the money. Would appreciate the government points, so I'm not too worried about that being the case. Interesting zone, things there. Probably want to raise your opinion. You have a monster. Should probably do something about that monster.
Standing by.
Okay, so let's... Track card on you. Give you an official gift.
Roger that.
That was effective. Well, he's happy. Cycle the turn, let's see how effective the port is. The port's effective enough, we can start expanding. Potentially annoying this guy here, but we'll see. Though I suppose knowing a person we're planning on invading is maybe not a big problem. In the grand scheme of things, after all. Got ourselves in the firm device. We're not going to use that right away. Okay, so the asset's working. Is that... Put us in green supply? Apparently not. I may need to build a more traditional truck hub or something there.
Roger that.
Which, if that's the case, we'll just start building one. See if we can keep getting more units across. The 4th. Let's see if we can get some more of the 4th across, ideally. Second. There's a 4th. No. So we've actually used up enough of the throughput that we don't actually have the capacity to support more guys going across. That's potentially a problem.
Roger that.
Send some population to work the truck station, obviously. And they'll start feeding more people in to continue to work the colony. At some point we might nationalize the port. We'll see how that works. We got some guys here we can poke. Well, we got some
We're going in.
wildlife we can
Mission
poke.
successful. Yes, sir. We're going in. Successful.
Yeah, that wasn't bad. Offering to buy IP? No, we need it for other things. Appoint a governor! Probably appoint the more competent person. I suppose the alternative is I could appoint someone else. Make this guy an advisor, try to level up his diplomacy and stuff. Because he does have decent diplomacy. Decent charisma. He has some diplomacy already. Could get pretty good with his diplomacy. Oh, this one's even better. 28 with a 29 charisma. 38. 28? 39. 39. Well, 20 diplomacy. So this one's got lower diplomacy, got lower charisma. So we'll actually appoint this guy. This guy's supposedly better at actually being a governor. So if he's better at being a governor, he'll be the governor.
Roger that. Affirmative.
One thing I will do is let's free up the advisor's lot here. Sorry, capacity 1 person, you're pretty bad.
Copy that. Copy that.
We're gonna no job you. Then we're gonna go personnel. We're gonna find you because you're cap 1 person. He's not super happy. We're gonna call you up. Okay, you're in the reserve pool. Why can't... Looking for stratagem card choice, which is not letting me do on him for some reason. Can we silver retire him? Reserve pool. Presumably the guy we just kind of pissed off. No, it's not that guy. Well, yes, the guy we pissed off. We got a guy at cap 1 here.
Roger that.
Alpha Turner refused to retire. Your offer was declined. Alpha did say he would like to leave the reserve pool and get assigned to a fitting job. Did lose a bunch of seniority points. We can try again.
Roger that.
That time we succeed. There you go. Into retirement he goes. Yeah, we might try to get that guy. We'll try to get one of those guys. Oh, actually, he is pretty good covert ops. So whenever we have the opportunity for the next covert ops one, we might make this the covert ops guy. But yeah, this guy we might try to. We're gonna make him the next advisor. When we get offered, we should next turn get offered an advisor choice. We'll attach him to the Foreign Affairs guy, and maybe try to crank that guy to make him a little bit better for negotiations. So I think I'll do one more turn tonight. Well, which will also be one more turn for this part. And then we'll call it for the night and call it for the stream. We've made some progress. We've basically secured all the borders on our home island. We're now trying to figure out how reliably we can poke over onto other islands. I have 8 decisions. That's fine. Point advisor. So we're going to point this guy, who's actually going to become the advisor to the Foreign Affairs.
Affirmative.
We're not really worried about any of these for the moment, so we'll let no new orders. Given to some of the demands, I'd prefer to do something involving meritocracy, like this one. Investigate who is the agitator. It's probably gonna fail, but we'll take the roll.
Roger that.
Critical failure, you arrested and killed the wrong guy. Yeah. That would piss people off.
Yes, sir.
Zone orders, we got a new zone. So actually I don't need to go quite that ham with the worker salary. And we're not going to recruit anytime soon here, but we'll prep it in case we do.
Roger that.
And that's this zone. That's that guy. Apparently, he's, for just getting a job, is not particularly happy. Why did you... Oh, because I just fired someone. Probably... Yeah, probably down because we fired someone in a way that didn't make people happy. Truck station didn't finish, which is kind of expected.
Roger that.
Should finish the truck station on the next turn then. Can we get another component? We can get another component across. I think we're only going to be able to get them one, though. Yeah. Okay, so cabinet, new guy. Can we attach you to the Foreign Affairs? Or is it one advisor per target attachment? I think it's... Oh no, we can attach both of them. Okay. Now let's get you some feeds. So, strength card. That'll merit him. And we'll also give him the pheromone device. I suppose one thing we can do is we do actually have some scrap. So craft some scrap. I don't exactly know why this one's as loud as it is, but it is. More militia houses are never bad. some potentially interesting cards. Nothing that's necessarily going to fix what we're working on right now. Take a little more territory. I'm hoping that the... because apparently these guys are in good supply, but we're not green over here. I think that's not green because we don't have a... technically don't have any supply once they leave supply range from the port. I don't think... oh, on the wrong one. Don't think we're... well... yeah, so that's 160. I think that's still the main Foreign Affairs Counselor pulling the weight there, right? Supposedly he has 112. So yeah, it's probably him. We're probably getting some bonuses from things like having us. It's probably providing bonus. This guy, because of his diplomacy, is up to 97, so we'll see how quickly he learns. Maybe he might outshine the Foreign Affairs, or just provide more balance on the rolls. So slowly trying to work on that landing is vaguely working. The other thing we're working on is expanding the port, so the port will be done expanding next turn. Oh, because of our expanded militia house, we do have some more militia in various places, which is always good to see. See if we can tight hold the main coastline here, protect all our coastal cities. And then, yeah, continue to expand here. Looking at the time, this is probably a good place to go ahead and end this part and end this stream. Don't know what happened to our neighbor, because we haven't really gained very many victory points. But we went up a podium spot. We started the stream in 3rd, and while we haven't really gained that much more score, they've been losing it, apparently. We're now up to 2nd. I suppose what might have happened is, I think they get similar events to us, so maybe they gave a lot of their population away to, or they lost a little planet, one of the two, to the Maritime trading houses. So apparently, just at the end of the stream, we have squeezed above into 2nd place. We are close enough to 1st place that we can deny 1st place right now. Victory, but only because 1st place isn't anywhere near close to victory. So yep, that's how things are going. Apparently the 5th major that we haven't met is holding on. Has not run off yet and died. Looks like no luck yet on finding any more metal, so we are gonna want to get that metal soil filtration as soon as possible, which is why we're working on hydroponics and RPGs. Hydroponics we're really not interested in. This is a planet where we can literally grow food on the planet, or fish food out of the ocean. So hydroponics is really not that interesting. It's just that it's sort of one of the optional prerequisites to metal soil filtration. Otherwise, we'd be more interested in like VidCom and barracks over it. Military, same sort of thing, right? RPGs, we're not really running into tanks yet. We don't need RPGs. We'd much be happy with like charged Gauss small arms or something. But again, it's one of the prerequisites for getting that metal soil filtration. Yeah, moving close to victory. Being a little bit better at not simply failing every single demand thrown our way. So our word score is going up a little bit. And we'll see if we can complete both the demand and the promise here and the parts. And apparently I haven't been particularly great at buying shares of the place I like to buy them the most. So we have one in Skymere, we have one in Grab and Shell, one in Heimdall, and we own one in Dahlia Bay, which is the one in Aphrodite Deep. Okay. May have changed the name at some point, but that's fine. Anyway, we have one share there. We'd probably want more, but apparently we haven't been winning all the auctions, so that's fine. Anyway, we're pushing into this guy. We'll see how well that goes, which I think will be a little bit dependent upon how the truck station works. But yeah, I think that's a good place to leave the stream and leave the part. So I hope you have all enjoyed. Right now I'm trying to remember what I'm naming the stream the save. So this is the end of the 4th stream, so this is stream save 4. So I hope you all have had a good time and are enjoying the game. Until next time, wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part or the next stream. And bye for now.